Hey, this is Matt from InvestiQuant. Today is Thursday, June 23, 2022. Yesterday, the markets gapped down below the prior session low and took off to the upside immediately. We ended up running straight up nearly 80 points or so off of the open and then consolidated a bit, seeing a little bit of volatility into the afternoon session. But in that initial run-up, we made a lower daily low at the open and a higher daily high there about an hour after the open, giving us that outside day like pattern that took place yesterday. We closed right around the middle of the range, but we do have a higher daily high and a lower daily low. We're going to use those two pieces of information and see what has followed that historically in today's daily IQ. So I've got all four instruments loaded here. Setups long at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, exiting at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time. Now currently the overnight session has consolidated and then broke to the upside. We're trading up near the highs of the overnight session at the time of this recording, still within yesterday's range, but trading up near the highs. I'm going to go ahead and go to gap direction here, click on gap up because that is looking likely at this time. The next thing I'm going to do is go to price patterns, and I'm going to use those two pieces of information that I mentioned earlier, a higher daily high and a lower daily low, and those come from the new highs and new lows categories. I'm just going to grab them from the active today over here. We go day after higher high, day after lower low. Both of those have been added. The next thing I'm going to do is go to indicators library. From here, I'm going to use one indicator. I'm going to say that yesterday closed below a 200-day simple moving average. That's over here on active today or right there. And then I'm going to click View Results. And here we go. These are the results based upon entering the market long at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, exiting at 4:15 p.m. Eastern Time, when you were gapping up and the prior session had a higher daily high and a lower daily low and a close below a 200-day simple moving average. Historically, we've got 47 examples of this pattern in the S&P. We've got 53 in the NASDAQ, 55 in the Dow, 82 in the Russell. The win rates on these mostly skewed towards the upside, with the S&P coming in. 64% of these have closed above the opening print the following session. For the NASDAQ, 64%. For the Dow, 69%. For the Russell, 52%. So 3 out of the 4 are favoring the upside historically following that pattern. If we look at the average moves, average loss here larger in the S&P than the average gain. For the NASDAQ, that is also true. The average loss is larger. For the Dow, it's the average win that's just slightly larger, and then Russell, larger average loss as well. So 3 out of 4 have win rates that have favored the upside following that pattern, and 3 out of 4 have had bigger moves to the downside following that pattern. So more often than not, it closes higher, but the bigger moves have been on the downside. Hopefully you found that helpful. Good luck today. We'll see you next time.